Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Got Clint White on, and Clint is the founder and president of Case Study Ad Network. What's CASE stand for, Clint? Welcome to the program.
Hey, good morning. CASE stands for Culture, Arts, Science, and Education, kind of all the good things in life.
All the good things in life. And so, and you're out of New York.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about. So you have a kind of a special focus where you're working and helping nonprofits, in particular.
That's exactly right. Yeah, we're kind of the champion of the underdog with my group of businesses, and we, from personal experience, know that nonprofits are exactly that. Basically, we try to figure out the best possible way to have low-cost, high-quality, deep, impactful advertising to make sure that nonprofits have as close to equal footing as possible with for-profit business in terms of reaching target audiences online.
Okay, and so that your big emphasis is trying to increase the visibility of these nonprofit groups and try to do it in the most affordable way possible. That's
right. The key word now in online advertising is engagement. So what nonprofits tend to have in common is, extraordinary content, extraordinary value for everybody. So what we have created here is a way to reach online users on first-class websites, things that they're already interested in, whether it's culture or business or travel or education. So they're viewing sites that matter to them, so it's contextually appropriate. Then we use the best practices in interactive advertising. So all the studies that we're seeing show that people want to focus on the content that they're surfing to, that they're engaging with. So to take them away from that content immediately, as opposed to engaging them with interactivity, the 10 to 20 seconds of what really matters about this nonprofit or this product or service.
Mm-hmm. No, you're not a nonprofit yourself, though, correct?
We are not. No, we are not.
Okay. And so you build them. Do you build them in a traditional way? Is it done by project? How does that look?
It's done by CPM. It's done in a straightforward industry standard cost per thousand impressions. It's about $8.63, which is much lower than anything else you're seeing across the board. Mm-hmm. And I think what one thing that the clients really enjoy about it is it's all transparent. So you're seeing exactly what websites you're on. You're seeing what the performance is, what the where you're getting the best traction and where you're not. So you can optimize in real time, which is not something we're seeing from the other competitors out there, and we feel that nonprofits need in order to have that competitive edge. Mm-hmm,
mm-hmm. And so with the fact that it seems like it's a really, really difficult time and for nonprofits, besides the fact that the economy has really had a rough time now for a number of years, even when we have a good month, it's only by the most current of standards, not by anything historical. Is it difficult to get nonprofits to be willing to spend any money in order to try to grow their footprint?
It really depends. I think the personality of the organization is articulated in their external affairs or marketing leadership. So that's where the starting point always is. But the reality we're seeing is, are you going to be better in targeting by being online in a group of 20 to 50 websites, or are you going to continue with your traditional sort of tried and true format of running print ads or direct mail? And we feel all the trends and the practical experience says telling a story to somebody online where they can take action and be proactive in sharing the message of the nonprofit is a much better contemporary way to market and to be a thought leader, as opposed to staying on the traditional track of sort of a traditional media mix.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Tell me about the number of clients that you have. What type of organizations are you working with?
We have a nice diversity in our client mix, and we think that that's something that sets us apart. So it's everything from arts, culture, education, advocacy, healthcare, some hybrid organizations, and really anything that has a extraordinary body of content that really requires stringent targeting is where we fit in really well.
Mm-hmm. And so you're open to all types. How long have you been doing this with particularly with a nonprofit focus?
Well, our business mix is set up so that we can be a conduit to our target audiences. So we have an agency called Whit Media that is positioned right between the paid media and the organization, basically an advertising agency. We have a platform called Culture Radar that allows the best content in an urban area to be correlated to the best deals. So we become a one-stop shop for how you plan your cultural experiences. So we're in the technology business as well. And then, finally we have a aggregator of all the jobs in the arts and culture field called workinthearts.net.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a business that I've run since 1995, and the vision really is to not just do one thing for a client, but be positioned to connect their great content with the right audience in the most efficient entrepreneurial way possible.
Yep. Very, very interesting. Again, talking about what's going on in terms of helping getting the word out for nonprofits out there. Again, Clint White is our guest. His company is the Case Study Ad Network. And what's your website for people to learn more about what you're doing?
The overarching site is arts-culture.net. Arts-culture.
Arts-culture.net. 2013 looking like a good year for you?
Yeah, I think when a business diversifies and is in a position to use its collective knowledge in the most entrepreneurial way, I think that every year is going to be a good one.
All right, Clint White's his name. You might want to learn more about him. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Kevin.
When we come back, we're going to have much, much more. Do want to remind you the best content here shows up over there. Our sister news website, usdailyreview.com, one of the fastest growing for influence, according to technorati.com. Stay tuned for more right after this.